Yeah.
Yo. Sessions with Stephanie. How you doing? Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. I am today special guest Josiah. How we doing? Yes. Thank you.
Man, you got some good coffee. I'm great. I am glorious. I am all the good G words right now.
I'm so glad you could make it. It's been a hot minute since I seen you. You're a new dad now. You ain't on your streets no more. I don't see you doing comedy no more.
Yeah, you know what, man? Kids are the best audience. I gotta think of no punchlines. I gotta write shit down. I say something good, this kid loses his mind. I get all the validation I need now. Fuck comedy.
Yeah.
I'm tired of writing jokes. I love the fact that I can wake up and he farts, and when I go, whoop, he loses his shit. Like, that's there's nothing better.
Alright, bro, don't worry about it. Wait till that motherfucking 9 years like mine about to be. You're gonna be like, we're gonna be sitting right here just like this.
Well, then maybe I'll come back to
yes,
comedy.
You are.
Because then I'll be like, yo, fuck this motherfucker.
Yes, bro. Because that's the conversation we having right now.
Yeah, this motherfucker don't think I'm funny in the slightest. Let me go back to Catalina.
Fuck them damn kids.
Hey, Stephanie and Trey, y'all still got a spot for me. I know it's been like 15 years. I won't tell the same joke. I got some new shit I've been working on. Please.
Them kids gonna do it to you, bro. How you been, man?
Let me see, man. Well, we got another. So bless. Okay. Number 2 on the way. I'm just gonna bullet point my shit. And I'm sorry, So number 2 on the way. My granny got cancer. She's on her way out. New position in the mental where I work at. Just got another feather in my hat.
Okay.
Mama's good. We just her mom just passed. So we dealt with that. But this is just
it's a bunch of shit.
It's just like it happened really quick.
This is the beginning of the year. This is all 2022.
Yeah, COVID. You know what I'm saying? I finally with the COVID crew. What up, y'all? I finally joined. It's been a minute, man. I know I run fast, but I was like, I'm destined to catch this shit, man. But I'm happy. I finally got the antibodies. I'm good. But I don't know, man. Like, I'm sorry if I'm saying it matter of fact, but that's
you good. Like this.
Sometimes shit just happens. Like it seems like shit happened so fast. Like I didn't really have too much time to respond emotionally. Since the birth of baby boy, it's just been boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
COVID hit, family issues. Then we started losing family. Then the job and all this. So, but I'll tell you what. Overall, blessed. Like
facts.
I'm one of the ones where it's just like I believe I get to experience some things.
Yes.
So overall, it's cool. Like
facts.
Yeah. And then I get to be. That's what I'm saying. Like I can't explain. I ain't been around, and like you said, it's been a hot minute we ain't seen. But then you doing this cool ass show. You like who I want. I want that motherfucker that tell that dildo joke for the past 4 or 5 years. And I'm gonna have him follow some of the more funny people. Man, you had the homeboy Monty out here. So just to be with people of that caliber, like it's just. Come on. Look at this production. Look, girl, I look good. Look. You got. So I only thought TikTok people had these glow rings. I can see why, girl. I look good. Like I got. And it's just enough where, like, you got the reflection, but I ain't greasy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, look. Where am I at, Trey? Y'all got me looking good, yeah. Look, even when I look at the other camera, I still look good. Look, you see the parts in my shit, and I ain't even twist my shit up today. Like, look, man, my shit look clean than a mug. God damn. Like, you got me looking good. So, yeah, you can play polite all you want to, but
I appreciate you, bro.
Shit, I'm happy I wore a collared t-shirt today. Shit.
No, I appreciate you, bro. Like, I remember when I first met you, and that was like 6 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
Laughs and shit. And, like, you were just one of them solid dudes. Like, solid, funny as hell. You've always been the same. You ain't never switched up nothing. You ain't switched up on how you treat people, how you go about things, like you're just a solid dude, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? It's so hard to find solid people that you can call your friends around here. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that.
Yeah,
like,
I appreciate
you know, you did a show for my birthday 2 years ago.
Yeah.
All white party. That's when the bitch thought she was flossing. I thought I was flossing. Invited my friends, so everybody wear white. We're gonna have a comedy show. They ain't know that I was inviting my friends to come do the comedy, you know. And they're just like, yeah, I booked, 2 songs, funniest comedians, you know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't telling them that, we all know each other, we're friends and shit, you know what I'm saying? But y'all pulled through for me.
I know,
That was fucking dope.
I'm gonna tell you, you know what? That that's another reason why I almost quit comedy. It ain't got nothing to do with you. It was Monty.
I was about to coach my
okay, you remember? No, because look, like I had never been self-conscious about my comedy until so I told the joke about working at the rehab and me having the UA folks, like so seeing dicks, and then I told the dildo one, right? And it was cool. Like I didn't think I was gonna do well, but your peeps laughed. It was cool because it was an awkward shit, like. And so I was like, part of the challenge was getting across that, talk about dicks to primarily black folks who like, God damn, this
right.
It went well. Monty come up and he was like, yo, give it up for Josiah. That motherfucker got a lot of dick jokes. That motherfucker talked about dicks for 15 minutes. And I was sitting there and I was like, I did talk about dicks for 15 minutes. I was like, nah, because I was talking about work, but then I went back to, okay. And then I told the dick, damn, I did 15 minutes on, and then, yo, this will crack me up. I was like, Monty, man, hey, fuck you, like, you right, I need to work on something. I was like, I need to work on something more than dick jokes. And he goes, them ain't dick jokes, them dick stories, bro. And I'm telling you, man, like I tried, after, so that
Shout
was like right before. And we was at your little table, and after that, I was like, I remember going home telling Kat, I was like, what you say? I was like, I got nothing but dick jokes. And I'm telling you, I tried to write out of dick jokes, and everything had for the next few months had something to do with sex. Like, when you think, that's funny, whatever. Everything was coming back to dick joke, to something sexual, and I was like, and I thought something was wrong with me. I was like, fuck, like this is.
It's getting out of control.
Yeah, because a lot of humor they say is rooted in truth. Like what the, like, and if something ain't wrong with me, I'm gonna be hot in my pants till I'm 60. I'm gonna be like old folks be like, look at here, look at this. But regardless, I was having difficulty, and then COVID hit, and then that's when I was like, you know what? I can't no more. And then I had the baby boy. So all of that. So Monty, I love him to death because he gave. Some folks they just make you better.
Yes.
And
yes.
Monty one of them. Yeah. And he kept it so real. And granted, like I thought about giving up comedy. I didn't. But like, he gave it to me. Well, I mean, he gave it to me so real. He had me look at myself in a different way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like how y'all got this. You said it's not a lot of people. You appreciate people that don't switch up. I'm lucky enough to be kicking it with folks like you, Monty, that I feel make me better, that increase that make me shoot for higher. You know what I'm saying? That where I'm just like, God damn,
I appreciate that.
You better
That's all I want for my people. I want us to elevate together.
Well, I mean,
I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like comedies that, that genre where like it doesn't have to be one person just winning. We all can win.
Yeah. Like
we all have broad, different perspectives on comedy. You feel me? Like we can all win. My comedy is way different from your comedy. Mm-hmm. But your shit be slapping. You know what I'm saying?
about dicks.
First of all, you made a joke about fucking sick. Fever fucking.
Yeah, that's true.
And somehow that shit was funny.
Yeah.
So this nigga said it was fucking in 107 degree heat of fever. Both of them just passing shit back and forth.
Yeah.
And the shit was funny.
That shit feel good.
You know what I'm saying? The shit was
I never thought about it because you're right.
I remember that at Funnies, bro.
Yeah. It's just like
I remember that all the way from fucking Putney's.
when you sick, you don't mix, you relax. Nah, I be fucking on the field.
Yeah, like that shit is funny. That's why, like I said, like I appreciate you. Like you ain't never slipped up on the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like you decent. Like I like that. Speaking of motherfucking decent people in this comedy scene, you want to talk about like what made you get started in comedy?
It don't matter. I'm telling y'all, I wasn't lying when I said I look good. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm
flex on
whatever you want to talk about. Look. It don't matter.
Flex on.
Hey, look, you just have me. Look, I fuck while baby girl got fever. I know it sound weird because every time I bring up that joke, I'm like, hey, a fever. People like. You probably felt it, but I'm saying, like, look, to me, I look good, and I don't say that, I don't believe that often, man. Y'all got me looking and feeling right.
Yeah.
So I'm down to, so this you, like, just let me know, you direct me.
Okay, let's talk about, let's start from the top.
Okay.
Where'd you grow up?
Established Tucson, Arizona, 1985. The South Side was where I roamed, Drexel and Campbell area.
Oh, you Tucson bred.
Yeah. Yo. So,
word. I've never met a black person that was born here.
Oh, well, shit.
Everybody else, they migrated. That's all right. You were Tucsonian by birth.
Well, welcome to my part.
I like this. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
1985. Yeah. Has it always been obviously when you were born in the 80s, like what was it like for black people over here? Were there a lot of us? Because there ain't a lot of us now. Nah. So I can only imagine how it was in the 80s.
Well, I mean, it wasn't on the South Side. It was a lot of Latinos. But so here's the other thing was like I had the privilege of mixing in a little bit as because my first language was Spanish.
Really?
So yeah. So puedo hablar español. So when you come across like that with Latinos, they don't see black. They like, oh, Puerto Riqueño,
Cubano.
So yeah, ¿a dónde vas? And so I had that going. So I could blend in pretty well. Spoke, preschool, elementary, hung out with the kids that spoke Spanish and so that was. So I didn't really. I didn't really notice until junior high, because junior high was when race started becoming a thing. Mid-90s, Rodney King. Right. And that's where I had other kids that was like, oh, you black, whatever. And I was like, shit, I don't know. And then that's when I looked around, I was like, it's about me and about four animals. And these ones that's darker than me don't even accept me. Like, where the fuck do I go? Because I had people be like, you black. And then we had, a few other folks like, nah, you ain't black. And I'd be like, what? But luckily, found out later to the police, it's all the same. So I ain't got to worry about it. So I ain't really got a trip. So it don't matter what it is. If it's a little bit of pigment, I ain't got to worry about it. Motherfucker, keep your head low.
Yeah, nigga, you fit the shit. Come on, man. Damn.
Mind the yes sir, no sir, and if you're going out, then just know it's I see that shit coming from a mile away. So.
Now, how is Spanish your first language?
Because my mom's Colombian, so my mom's from Barranquilla, Colombia.
All right.
So
she Griselda Blancos country.
What's up?
Griselda Blancos country, huh?
Yeah. Well,
that's why I know Colombia. I watched the mafia show. I like narco type shit. I come from a third world country. That's all we live by. I mean, we
know what it is.
Yeah,
dictatorship,
man.
Family trying to get out. Yeah.
Militia come on, shut shit down.
That's what I'm saying. About that. They like they blowing up airplane. We gotta go.
And it's time to get.
And then we first generation. They like. We made it, and then we made you, and it's like, okay, cool, so that.
Have you ever been to Colombia?
No, man, Look, man, like that's what I did.
It's not a place you can go visit.
I mean, it is, but the thing is my family works so hard to get up out of there. They're like, we can go visit family. Nah, y'all go ahead.
But it's not the same like now, is it? Is it the same shit?
Don't care. Don't care.
The reason why I asked that because I went back home for the first time. 20 years. It was 20 years since I'd left. I went back for the first time in 2018. That was 20 years. And my father passed away. And back, like when I went back, like shit was like, it was the same, but it was different.
Yeah.
It's like I was in a time capsule. Like everything looked the same, but it was different. Like them niggas were shooting on a fucking Sunday at a funeral. And
Broad daylight.
Yes, broad daylight. And I was in the military, so that didn't faze me. Like I was deployed, you know what I'm saying? I went to Iraq. But my sisters were fucking traumatized. Like, I remember like everybody, so we had the reception, right? When we had the reception, everybody was supposed to come back to our house and kind of like have a little dinner, food, drinks, just to honor my dad, you know? Yeah. So my mom had like, because we have a big compound, and she had the outside with tents, so everybody would be sitting outside. Inside was just literally for people to go to use the bathroom and come back out. So yes, my mama don't play this shit. So
don't get lost in my funny shit. Y'all hear?
So she locked all the bedroom doors, like all the bedroom doors are locked. The only thing open is the bathroom,
I don't trust none of y'all motherfuckers.
She locked the doors, right? Yeah. So everybody outside.
Everything you need outside,
bro. The motherfuckers started shooting. So militia people started shooting. The terrorist people, because there's no other name to call them. They're all terrorists because they're not part of the military. They're not part of the police. Rebels, all of them. They're all shooting. Military shooting too, but they don't give a damn that there's innocent civilians in the crossfire. Yeah. So guess what? Everybody eat. They run in the house. There's like 300 people in the house in one little hallway. So my mom is telling us, come on, I got a room for us to get into. So we all in this room, like, away from everybody else. My sisters are freaking the fuck out. And I'm just sitting there like, damn, I ain't got no gun. Because I'm used to that.
See,
you know.
And you asked me if I want to go back. Hell to the next.
Well, the next day we went to the beach. It was good.
You stuttered before all that bullshit. You said,
the next day we went to the beach.
Yeah, that's
and then we had a nice lunch, you know.
You see how your voice go up too? That might be a sign of trouble.
Nice lunch, you know?
We had a nice lunch, you know, and and I survived.
Bro, I was holding so close to my American passport.
Yeah, girl. See, like,
I'm American here, okay? Even though I'm African like a motherfucker, but I did not even want them to see that damn Cameroon passport.
I get you though, but there's a reason. It's a reason why our families try to get over.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's my responsibility to the next one, or I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna show up in Canada and be like, why are we in Canada? I had to get the fuck out of where I was. I don't know.
Showing up in Canada.
Yeah, because
we're not coming back here to visit, damn it.
And then be like, I speak proper English.
That's fucking real,
you know. So
it's real.
I mean, and then it's nothing. It's no disrespect, but. Yeah. I don't know why they felt they need to come up out of there. I got an idea, but that's what it is. They came up here, and I'm very happy they did. But now, with the times, and I'm feeling like kind of the same thing where I'm just like, hey man, like it's only so long you can be like, we number one, and I'm looking at them. No, we ain't. No.
Like, yeah, yes.
So. Yeah, I don't know. Is this getting political?
I mean, it can.
All right, cool. Yeah, no.
It can. I mean, it's to each his own. But
but I'm not political at all. Yeah. It's like I don't vote. I don't do none of that shit. It's just things are changing. Huh?
For a long time, I couldn't vote.
Yeah. Well, you cast mine because I don't. I
couldn't vote because I wasn't a citizen, and that's when I found out that damn, being an alien is. First of all, I hate that they call us that. Aliens.
You should have fun.
Nigga, we ain't no aliens. We're just from a different place. An alien is the motherfuckers with the big ass eyes from outer space. Like, don't call us the same shit.
I mean, some of them Africans do got some big ass eyes, though. No, I'm just playing. They come out
like that's always bothered me. I remember when I was 16 years old, and they gave me my green card, and it was, it's called an alien ID card. And I was like, what the fuck are they calling us aliens?
Yeah.
My mom was like, well, because you're not from here. I said, no, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
We're still all people.
So I mean, that's.
But when you start labeling shit, like you see what I'm saying, like that's where problems come in. When you start labeling things, then you start putting things like illegal alien.
So I don't even.
Like,
I don't even.
A person cannot be illegal. That's just my opinion. So I'm getting political.
No, that's what I'm saying, and I don't vote, so that's why I'm like, I can't even get that deep because I don't participate. So I just know, for minorities, things tend to be rougher.
Yes,
and that's it. And things seem to be getting rougher as far as changes go. Now, these labels, tend to go into political conversations. So, being that what my family did was they saw certain shit, and it wasn't getting tough for minorities, but it was just tough for their class, for their types of people. So what they did was they made a move. Yeah. All I'm saying is I think about doing the same thing because for my type of son that has my ethnic background, and not just that, the class, there are certain challenges, that other places ain't got. Here's my thing. You want to hear the crazy shit? I ain't a felon, so I can go to Canada. We get, I got little Miss White Thug Life at the house who a felon. Now
that's who a felon is.
Yeah,
shut up.
You know how
y'all like Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart.
Yeah, Martha. Yeah. I'm telling you, this is how I found out. I sent her to look for a apartment. She the felon.
Y'all riding in the car together. They got that all the way.
Yo, man, they ain't letting us into Canada.
No,
they ain't letting us.
And then they judging you off top.
Yeah, and then once they they be like,
That I want to ask what her felony is, but I'm gonna wait to see her in person. Ask her that.
I think it's theft, and she got something else. But I sent her
to. This nigga just got.
I sent her because we was looking for a new apartment before we got in. I was like, babe, you got the green eyes, you got the presentation. Just go fill out some applications. She came out all in the night. She's like, I got a felony out of Scottsdale. I was like, what? She goes, I got 2. I was like, little, and then ever since then, just Little Miss Thug Life. I was like, damn. And I was kind of pissed off because like straight up, I was like,
"Oh, your street."
Yeah, no, not even that. No, she took away. So I got some rip in case of emergency plans, and like I one of them ones where like I got shit right. We're like, if we need to make a move to Canada, I got a plan where it's just the bare minimum. We get in, we got what we need. Yo, I fought to get my rights fucking restored and shit. So got them restored. It ain't supposed to show up. So if worst come to worst, I can show up and be like, hey yo, let me on. I ain't got the visa, I ain't got it, but ain't no felon. Good chance of getting let on. I'll work all this shit out later. Whatever the case may be. I'll do comedy at the comedy venues, get some pictures, send in a clip from some newspapers. Hey man.
My nigga got a whole plan already.
Well, so that Japan you can teach English as a second language pretty easily, but if you a felon, they don't let you. So that was always like, you know what, worst gonna work, like some shit start, I'll just apply. Hey yo, you need some folks to teach English as a second language. Plus I can teach Ebonics as well. Whatever the case may be.
You gonna throw that in there too?
Hell yeah. Okay. They don't know where Tucson, Arizona is. They don't know my first language is Spanish. Fuck them. I said whatever. Got the right reflection. So, but now all that is fun because she a felon. So now we stuck here. She kind of fucked that up for me, but I love it.
Can she take that off? The felony off her?
Yeah, but I don't think she's going.
First of all, I think that is so crazy to me that I'm a black person. I have no felonies. Matter of fact, there's 3 black people in this room with no felonies.
Yeah.
That is so dumb to me.
I know.
Because
so here's the scary part.
I asked black person, they got a few felonies.
Yup.
A couple misdemeanors.
So that So
I ain't got no criminal history.
Oh well, then.
I was arrested for 15 minutes, but that didn't count. They let me go. They told me to come back with a court date. I cried my ass off. I had just had my daughter. Matter of fact, she was a week old, and I had taken his car to the club the night before because my sister came to visit me. She was like, "Oh, you just had a baby. Let's go to the club." Went to the club. They broke into his truck. Called the cops. The next day they told me, okay, come, fill out the police report and everything. So I go down there. The dude is like,
I got you? Did they say you was the one?
Bruh, dude was like, I got good news and bad news. I was like, give me the bad news first, because at this point I don't even give a fuck. He's like, there's a warrant out for your arrest. I was like, for what?
Yeah.
I was like, for what? He was like, it's a ticket, but I gotta arrest you. So I'm like behind this bulletproof.
So was it a speeding ticket or something?
Yeah, but he had to arrest me.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the door. I'm like, I can make it. And he looked at me. He's like, do not try to run, man. Because he could tell that's what I was thinking. I looked at the door. He's like, ma'am, do not try to run. I was like, okay. But I just had a baby like a week ago. I'm lactated. And I was lactated. So
he saw all that.
Put me back there. I was just crying. I was like, oh my God, so my baby's not going to eat today. He was like, you know what, ma'am? Don't. I will just come sit right here. He took me out the cell because he took me out the cell. He's like, just make this court date, please. I was like, yes, thank you. Got in the car. I was like,
what was it? I forget what they released you on. Pretrial services.
Yes.
You got pretrial services.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I sat there for that was the longest 15 minutes of my life. Actually, they locked me up for another 15 minutes afterwards. And I acted a motherfucking fool and they gave me a cigarette.
Yeah, after that, you don't want to go back because they keep you in that pit.
2 times. Okay, 2 times I've been arrested, but they didn't stick.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah,
that second time, though, I acted a motherfucking fool. I did. I acted. This was after I come back from Iraq. PTSD was strong in there. Yes, my PTSD.
I think it's just the fact you got away with the first one. And she's like, I got out that first one. Hey, fuck all y'all motherfuckers. I had my baby. I'm back up in this bitch. They ain't trying to be here. Let her sister go.
Nah.
It worked the first time.
That second time, like, okay, I got into it with my husband. My husband now. At the time, we were just boyfriend and girlfriend. And he was getting on my last nerve. And Lord Jesus, I took a 40-ounce full bottle of what was it?
I'm gonna watch Trey the whole time you're telling this story.
What was it? OE? Oh, English? Yep.
Okay.
And he and his friend were drinking. They were laughing.
Just so everybody knows, Trey looking at the monitor like this while she telling the story. He just like, God damn. Go ahead. Yeah.
Look, I'm getting mad. I'm yelling at him. I'm screaming at him. He's drinking his 40, trying to laugh at me. So I took the 40 and I was going to throw it at him. And then because we were outside fighting. And it wasn't, physical, it was just arguing, you know what I'm saying? And when I took that bottle, I was going to empty it over him. Here come the fucking police. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, right on time.
Right on time.
How happy was that, you? Trey, when he saw that, he's like, oh.
Yeah, this is my
innocent black man.
Yeah, you like, yeah. She about to get me with that domestic violence, all that. They call her like this.
Yeah,
like, whoop, whoop.
Yeah. I had it in the air and everything. And that's what he said. He's like, ma'am, when I drove by, you had a whole bottle in the air.
Well, he was thirsty, officer.
He took my ass to jail. I acted a fucking fool. I was in that bitch screaming. I was like, you punk ass bitches, get me out. Get me out. Then this Hispanic, and I apologize to whoever that officer was. I apologize. I am no longer like that. But she came. She was actually taunting me. But we ain't, you were taunting me, ma'am. But that was beside the point. I didn't have to disrespect you like that. But, she came around the corner. She was like, you might want to stop screaming. I said, don't you got fucking relatives at the border you need to go pick up, bitch?
Ooh.
I was so mad.
You was mad that you got caught.
I was.
She got caught. She wanted everybody else's relatives to get caught, too.
I was heated. I was going off. Next thing I know, Lieutenant Roper, thank you so much for that cigarette. He came in there. He was like, ma'am, can you calm down? I was like, no. He's like, I'll give you a cigarette if you calm down. I was like, what kind you got? He's like, I'll let you pick. So he puts handcuffs himself to me, takes me to the little office. He opens this drawer. He's like, pick your choice. And it's confiscated cigarettes from it's like 20 packs of different kinds of cigarettes, all confiscated from teenagers. Of course, there was some motherfucking Newports in there. So I grabbed 3 Newport 100s. He said 3, I said 3. He took me outside in the parking lot where all their little police cars were, and he let me smoke them 3 cigarettes. He was like, why are you so angry? I said, because I want to fuck everybody up in here, because they don't even understand that I wasn't going to hit him. I was just going to pour the drink on him. He's like, don't worry, I'm going to let you out. He's like, you got all this energy. Why don't you come work for this police department? I said, because I'll kill all you motherfuckers in here.
This is different from holding the bottle or holding the gun.
He let my brother come pick me up. Shout out to my brother. Rest in peace.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, my brother came and picked me up.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, that's the last time I've been to jail. And I will never, ever go again. Okay?
Careful.
Now, every time I get into an argument with that man that's my husband right now, I walks the fuck away. Ladies, walk the fuck away.
If I was in your shit, every time she got loud, I just pull a bottle out and be like, go ahead, baby. I deserve it.
No. The 15 minutes ain't worth it. Ladies, walk the fuck away, okay? Please, just do it. You want to play a game?
Yeah, let's play a game.
We're going to play quick dabs.
Quick dabs?
Yes.
Okay.
It's questions. We only call it quick dabs because it's a smoky show.
Quick dabs. Let's do it.
Yes, okay. Rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Answer them as fast as possible. I tell everybody that answer them as fast as possible. Motherfuckers never answer them as fast as possible.
Okay.
They take their time.
Okay. I'm gonna do my best.
Okay. Hold on, let me light my blunt. Chocolate or peanut butter?
Chocolate.
Big dick or good looks? Would you rather have?
Good looks.
Bomb head or lots of money?
Lots of money.
Action or comedy?
Like movies or
whatever. Action or comedy?
Comedy.
All right. Kill, marry, fuck. Cash Me Outside Girl, Lizzo, Wendy Williams.
Wait, so okay, Wendy Williams, Lizzo.
Cash Me Outside Girl.
Y'all gonna be mad at me on this one. Kill Wendy Williams. What's the other one? Kill
Lizzo and Cash Me Outside Girl.
And what's the other one? Kill, marry,
fuck. You killing Wendy.
I'm gonna have to say fuck the Catch Me Outside girl, marry Lizzo.
Okay.
Lizzo a good one.
That's been everybody's answer. Every dude's answer so far. Everybody
Lizzo,
killing
you know what?
Wendy. Damn Wendy, they killing you.
Lizzo, I mean, like she came on the scene and she did her thing.
Shout out to Lizzo. Everybody want to marry you, girl.
So I'm just like, and people be like, oh, it just sounds like she's screaming. That girl, like,
no,
she the one that she the one where I be playing, and then when I get somebody mad dogging me on the side, I gotta turn it down real quick. What you look at? But I always got her bumping, man. Like, she can sing, and she just got a good message. You know,
yes,
absolutely. I
I
like people that can empower themselves without having to step on somebody else to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Drunk sex or high sex?
Damn, both. You know my background. Ain't. I mean, it's gonna be high sex, but it was always most high sex. Okay. High sex.
Polygamy or monogamy?
Monogamy.
I mean, some people.
I
mean, some people like the polygamy.
I know.
You know?
So yes,
I come from a country that's allowed. Like you can have 2-3 wives.
Yeah. So I mean, but that's a lot of responsibility.
Sure.
I'm lazy. Like I got my one. I'm good. Because the next. I played that game before in high school and like as a young adult. That shit ain't like. Yeah, and that's before there's obligation. You tell me I married 2 or 3 and then I'm obliged?
Yes.
And then it's no longer 50-50. It's 25.
Yep.
Oh,
and imagine you got kids with all of them too. You got to take all them cheering.
Nope. Yes. I've learned from Utah. They got it fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Utah, missionary or back shots?
Both. I mean, they both got it. So me.
I don't know why I said speaking of Utah.
Because the missionary, I see where it's going with the missionary. I like missionary. I don't care. I like seeing what I do portrayed back to me on her face. I like that. I like the ooh. And then, like, you know, like, cause sometimes it's a good face. Like, oh damn, like, and then some. Okay, motherfucker, like, and sometimes, like, you know, I
think men do be making some funny faces though.
I don't. I make the same one. I just stare. I know I'm a creep. I just get over.
Oh,
because I'm looking for the reaction. Like I want. What turns me on is how that's how egotistical I am.
Have you seen Waiting to Exhale? Go watch that movie with Whitney Houston, Loretta Devine.
My mom played it.
Okay, the part where Whitney Houston is fucking the dude, and and they're doing a missionary, and she's thinking out loud, and he's going, and she's like,
Yeah.
this nigga, that's the face that you just did.
That's what I do. I look because when they if she feeling good, I'm like, yup, good job, Josiah. Good,
take the eyes away from
I can't help it. But that's why I say both, because then turn it around.
Oh my God.
But I see I don't know what I should do. I just you ever want to destroy something beautiful? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what. You know how you ever built up like a Lego tower in front of the kid, and the kid come over and he go, ooh, bye, and just they get so much. There's so much joy in destroying it. Bro. That's sometimes what it is to me. That's why I like Missionary, because I'm destroying.
I need to have Kelly back on here, and I need to have her tell me her
I'm telling you, you know what?
Your face is like.
I'm telling you. So I'm gonna tell you like this: if you hitting Whitney Houston to where she thinking to herself and having a dialect, you ain't doing it right. Okay, I'm just saying, because some of the faces I done seen Kelly make, like she looked beside herself. So I ain't gotta worry about how the fuck I look, because she just trying to get through it, or she's just enjoying it. That's all I'm saying. So. But I'm telling you, if I was hitting it to where she's sitting there like, oh, he look funny. Oh, he got some thing in between his teeth. If she could think that rationally while we doing it, then I ain't hitting it right. I ain't hitting it right. You know what I'm saying? That's just so waiting to exhale.
Okay. Ooh,
sorry, brother, but that director gave you a shitty ass.
That was the good one. That was the good one. I'm gonna add in this question.
But still, let's make it clear. Both.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Some men just want to watch the world burn. Sometimes I just want to destroy something beautiful. That's it. Ain't no explaining.
Ass and titties.
Same. Sometimes I just want to destroy. I know I'm telling you, I'm a man of the balance. That's it. Sometimes, and that's the glorious thing. Why I gotta? Who made these questions? I can have. That's the blessing of life, is we can have both. I don't need to choose one. I don't need to be all red or all blue. I could be both.
Okay. Okay.
Until you can slap a titty in the ass and tell me and differentiate, then I'll answer that question. But until then, as far as I know, when you slapping a titty in the ass, it sounds the same. It sound like
Okay.
Sorry.
Would you rather a big dick, no stroke, or a little dick, and you can rock a boat?
Would I rather?
Mm-hmm.
Big dick, no stroke. So big dick, but
you ain't got no stroke.
So
you gotta do everything.
Okay. Or little dick with the motion in the ocean.
Motion in the ocean.
Well, you already know. I didn't just talk 5-10 minutes about what turned me on. I like being the motion in the ocean.
So everybody had a big dick and they ain't do shit.
Nah, well, I mean, but I'm telling, like I said, I would have little dick with the stroke.
Yeah.
Does that mean that's what I got? Ask Kelly.
Okay. iPhone or Android?
I went over to iPhone. I'm telling you,
Android people hurt now.
Yo, really, all it is for me. If you got a dope ass camera, that's all it takes.
Okay, I ain't gonna front the Android cameras be on point. I ain't gonna even front.
Okay, it ain't got portrait mode.
Shut the fuck down.
Yeah, nah. Yeah. It ain't got portrait mode.
I was gonna give the hubs a little,
no.
Give hubby a little, because he got an Android, take no pictures. But that's all you do. You ain't got portrait mode, babe. You ain't got portrait.
And then their night shots, they just get more light. I can take pictures at night, and they do this thing. They do this thing. It's not just a quick. It brighten up the picture, and then it give you like an average. So I don't know if there's like some sort of. But I don't know. When I take pictures at night, it brighten up the picture, and then it go, and then it's like this nice little in between. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm just saying,
iPhone is coming out now. You can't on iPhone.
I mean, they're all gonna. I think they're all gonna pass each other. They're all gonna because also the Google Pixel. I ain't played with it that much, but what I have been, I was impressed with. But I went to iPhone, because also the encryption. Like you can't. Like right now, as far as privacy goes, can't nobody really drop in on this shit.
No.
So I like the encryption. I like having my shit encrypted. I like the fact that just a few years ago, if you forgot your password, Macintosh was like, we can't help you. Like, we can't even access that shit because the shit is so encrypted. You know, I think they got around that, but I learned that shit and I was like, damn, so they really...
I like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I forget my shit, fucking look, can't nobody else get it.
Yeah.
Like,
I learned their security is on point.
Would you rather date older or younger?
Younger.
Wine or liquor?
Because yo shit come up missing. All right, that's why no liquor. Yo shit come up missing. I'm look like. Here's my thing. Look, like even sober, unfortunately, like I'm good at harming people. Without like I can have good intentions, I gotta constantly be on my P's and Q's about my motives and shit. Like I know, like right now, this is cool and everything, but like I don't know why I got a knack for having like good intentions and not being able to meet the result, you know. So I gotta stay away from anything that can
negative.
No, it's not negative. Don't get me wrong. It ain't negative at all. I just can't handle it. You know, I'm just remedial when it comes to that. So it's almost like I don't know. Some people were like, it's a disease. I don't know about that. I don't react. So like, I didn't know, like some folks, they have a drink, right? Mm-hmm. And they feel good. They feel, and they still have the wherewithal to be like, I need to work the next morning. I shouldn't act in this way. I don't get that. Like, I do it and I'm just like,
fuck it.
I'm
let's
go. Next. So, okay. So I'm feeling happy right now. I need something to bring me back down. Who got a needle? Like, and so it just like, I'm very immature when it comes to my emotions. I like mood swings. I'm erratic, if gone unchecked, and so. Really?
I never would have known that about you.
Nobody.
I've never seen you out of character.
And that's the thing is, and that's something that you know I gotta be on, because like you said, you know, there's this character, like I've never seen you out of sorts, and for me. That's just because when I go into places, like when I go to comedy or whatever, I got mantras. All I'm really here to do is tell these jokes. I better not take none from nobody, because like for me it starts out small. It starts out with, yeah, let's go kick it. Yeah, I'm here to tell these jokes, but let's go kick it. Let's do a little drink over here. Let's go to the bathroom and, you know, do a little bit of whatever, right? And then as I'm going through the night, somebody look at me the wrong way. Yo, what the fuck? Or, you know what? Nah, that shit was funny. Say something. Bitch, you ain't say nothing on stage. Fuck you. Oh, you know what? Yeah, and it just like, and I'm very emotional, immature. So like I gotta keep things very almost elemental, and that's what you see. You know, I come in, my main thing, like my cues. I don't mean to be, but like I do harm without trying, and I take without knowing, like, and so if that's what's kind of jacked me up, that's what you see. So what I'm here to do, I'm trying to bring something to the table, and that's it, and get the fuck out. Like I'm just trying to bring something to the table, get the fuck out. Because if I stay for too long, or I really think like I'm doing something when it's just average respectable people trying to have a good night. I get very parasitical. I'm like, oh shit, you got like this? Hey, damn, dog, how much does this cost? Let me hold this for about 2 weeks, real quick, cause I got a project. Cause y'all doing projects. I want to be in with y'all. I got a project. Let me borrow that. You know, I'll bring it back in 2 weeks. You know, and I'll throw in some stuff on top. You know, and like I don't know why I get like that, but that's why no drink. That's why, like, I can't, like, I ain't got too much up here left, you know.
I respect that.
So it's, well, like I said, I respect folks, and don't get me wrong, like, some of the folks that I take notes off of are people that can drink, and people that can get intoxicated, or whatever, get their buzz on and enjoy life in a different way. Because really, that's what I see. That's what it is. Yeah. Just because I can't handle it, don't mean it's anything negative. Right. We're all looking for happiness. We're all looking for something that can help us just level out after a rough day. Yeah. Right? And so the fact that other people do it in different ways that I do lets me know there's hope, there's an option. Now, granted, I can't get down like that, but at the end of the day, there's something for everybody, and that's the beauty of life. Yeah. So when I feel like, like, God damn, like, I ain't gonna be able to, or whatever the case may be, nah, there's options. There's, like, this thing is beautiful, and like, it might not be my answer, but you know what? I could at least be happy for those that can get something out of it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then that brings me hope, because other people are still happy. Other people are still able to get it how they live. Other people are still able to see it through the day. Today's just not my day. Does that mean it's always going to be like, nah, fuck that? But just because they can get down in a way that you can, does that mean nah, fuck that? Let me be happy that at the very least, even if I ain't happy, I could believe in other people's happiness. Nice. And I wouldn't have that if it wasn't for folks that just got the courage to make themselves happy. People, oh, Josiah don't drink, so we need to hold up real quick. Hey, nah, fuck that, dude. Do your thing, So, because it does help. It does remind me, like, even though it ain't my thing, it's other people is still getting happy. Other people are still able to have a crazy ass day, come back, and then still have a decent conversation, a decent meal. Not everybody acting or trying to be happy is taken from other people. Right. So I appreciate it, man.
I respect that, bro. That's I respect that. Absolutely. I respect that.
It's I think it's sad when it was sad when I realized, like, I didn't like certain people because they would get effects of life that I wasn't getting. You know what I'm saying? So people who had the family that was together, people who came from and who were taken care of.
Yeah, that's deep.
And so I mean, at the end of the day, whatever the case, or like what I was thinking, not at the end of the day, but even though I might have been jealous, I might have been envious, or I could have been justified, actually with a lot of them justified, because their lifestyle came with certain perspectives about me that ain't correct. At the end of the day, I can't be happy for somebody else. And that's what I didn't like, So, like, yeah, your family got together, my pops, even that mentality for me, I just had the realization, like, I can't, why? So in order to hold that mindset, I got to not be happy that this person did have their father figure, did have their family together. And that's not somebody I want to be. So I'm happy, even though I might not have had it, I'm happy that you had it. Yeah. Even though I can't behave in this way, if it brings you peace, I'm happy you can. And that's what I'm saying. But I need those folks to help me, to remind me that it's important that even when I'm not happy, there is joy in enjoying other people's joy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
And like, just to close on what you said, like when you said that, you didn't feel like you could be happy for someone else because, like, they had their whole family together. Like, you have that right now.
Well, I created my own.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's dope. Like, this thing that you thought you can be happy for someone else, you have.
Yeah.
And there's people that probably are envious of that.
Well, side note, if there's anybody out there that don't like their family, I'm going to tell you what somebody told me long ago. They said, hey, you can pick your own, right? And I was like, oh, shit, for real? Nah, I did not know that. Yeah, they was like, oh, shit.
No, you good? You good?
See, man.
No, you good. Just keep right.
You ever met somebody that was happy you spilled coffee on their all-white carpet? Like, she said, you good, bro.
No, you good. I get rid of the fucking carpet. I can't stain carpet. I can't start it. Moving on with this game. Okay. Soccer or hockey?
Hockey.
Everybody like hockey.
Hell yeah. The Super NES game. You ever played the hockey games? Hockey games.
Yeah, everybody just likes
soccer. I mean, okay. Now, if it comes to which one would I rather play, soccer all day, because I don't need to dress up, I don't need to ice skate, none of that. Which one would I rather watch? Hockey all day. Tell you, look, you see how I'm playing? I'm good at hurting people without even knowing. Which one would you rather play? Soccer. rather play soccer. You don't catch me on the hockey. I ain't no man.
Everybody be saying that. Everybody watch hockey.
Yeah, I think now. Yeah, that one. Which one would you rather play? Nigga, I'm rather play soccer. Shit, I can get
Pac or Biggie?
Pac. Is it?
Michael Jackson and Prince.
Mike.
Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole.
Kendrick.
Loyalty or respect?
I mean, you can't really have loyalty without respect. Can you have loyalty without respect? I think loyalty just because.
Some people can be loyal to you and not really respect you though. Because I feel like some people can be loyal out of fear and not even respect you.
That's fine.
You know? But while some people can respect you and not be loyal to you.
Honestly, so the initial one was respect. I just got greedy. I was like, I think I can have a 2-for-1 on this one. But what came up initially was respect. Like, you know, so again, being respected by respectable people, or being, you know, or just getting the nod, or just getting invited, you know, or asked to be a part of by respectable people is something that I it's a gauge for me, you know. So, and plus, you know, loyalty is good, but everything's temporary, you know. So,
yeah.
But respect for me is something that is, I guess, I'm more on the lookout for. So, if I'm being honest, respect.
Okay.
You know.
I dig it. Okay. I like that. Nice. Sorry. We were talking about your job earlier.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I work in a rehab.
How is that? Like on a day-to-day, like what do you do?
I am a glorified babysitter for glorified babysitters. So I kind of take care of the staff that in turn take care of the clients.
Okay.
So I don't know why I ain't got no school. I'm telling you, this has been a fucking trip. And this is why I was saying, because I'm destined to burn at some point. So first, I went to rehab. I learned how good I was at messing up my own life. Turns out I learned it so well that it was like, you should work here and help out these other people. No, because, and I was so scared. Like, I remember telling my counselor, I was like, I ain't never working up here, like, because y'all got more rules for the professionals than us. And I'll be damned if y'all start me off at some high pay where I ain't got no plan B. So you put me in a big boy job. All I ain't got no schooling. I ain't got nothing to fall back on. So I jump in mental health, fuck it up, and then I'm back to these entry level jobs where I got to start at minimum wage. Fuck that. But I eventually jumped in. He told me, good luck living a fear-based life. And I was like, oh, fuck you. So I jump in, and it's been going, like, I don't have a background. I ain't got no schooling, but right now I'm clinical coordinator of this treatment center. And so day-to-day operations is coordinating care with family, coordinating care with case managers, more the outside entities, or making sure that the staff is doing their best, or like the counselors, right? So we got counselors, and then we got techs. I also got to mind the techs and make sure that the techs are maintaining a safe atmosphere. You know, that's my main thing. We, where I work at, there's enough treatment centers that are like, you come here, you do this, you get right? Ours is just like, yo, come here, take a load off. And maybe doing it sober, hopefully something else kicks in. Okay. Right? Because I mean, so that's the idea, you know. It's pretty much, if you're familiar with trauma-informed care, nobody knows their trauma better than them.
Yes.
And so just allowing them to have that time sober, are things better for you? Okay, cool. Let's focus on what you can do to maintain this outside here. That's like the big idea. So my job is to help the techs make sure that they're fostering that idea. And they're not in there like, oh, you won't be here because you ain't going to group. You can get your ass out. No. Like, you know, this person, these people just came through some things that I'm not even sure if I can handle.
Yeah.
You know, and land on my feet, or even just maintain a sense of sanity. Some of them have been going through it, and so they get there, take a load off, and maybe it's the fact that you're taking the load off sober as to why you might be feeling better. And with some of them, it works. A lot of them, it don't. A lot of them, they get right. They're like, I'm good. All I needed was this, that. But so that's the thing. And we just, my job is to help other folks, help these employees maintain an atmosphere of, safety and change, so that some people that might not make it might expand their lifespan, even if it's just for that day.
Yeah.
So that's really what I think my job is about.
I like that. I can respect that.
Thank you.
That's a dope job. Do you like it?
So any jobs, comedy, I don't really get the luxury of liking things anymore.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I try to keep away from liking things, because I'm really good at pointing out what I don't like. So for me, if I like some, then it's easier for me to get negative about it. So this is just what it is. This is comedy. This is just what it is. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Like, yes, there is a part of me that enjoys it, but I acknowledge. I go, that feels good, and that's it. That I don't really, because like I said, I'll try to recreate the bullshit. I'll be like, this feel good. Let me do that again, because that feel good, and that feel. And once things start to change in my environment, it becomes difficult to replicate that feeling, to replicate that situation. Then it becomes trying.
Right.
So right now, I try not to like it or not to not like it. I'll tell you like this. There's not too much that compares to watching somebody believe in themselves again.
Yes.
So there's that. There's also watching somebody. To me, there's a difference, but just watching somebody learn to empower themselves. Okay. That slow motivation, where they go from questioning to evaluating to then believing in what they say and believing in their planning, and to see that there's not too much like it. I enjoy seeing that, and I do get to see that at work.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So watching families get repaired, watching people who came in by themselves leave by themselves, but then say that they don't feel lonely anymore.
Okay.
Like that.
That's the positive in it.
There's these nice little contradictions.
Okay.
People that come in, they're like, I just feel invincible, but then they learn to hide in plain sight as a safeguard. So
that is something to kind of like about it.
Yes.
Okay.
So
yeah. I always everyone used to wonder why I loved caregiving. They're like, why do you like that? Like, people die. Because that's the nature.
Yep.
But it was more like, it makes me happy that they're happy that I'm there.
Yeah.
Like, I had people, they would request me, and if it wasn't me coming, they don't want to see nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that made me feel good, to where it was like, you know what, I don't even want to see my own kids. I would rather see you.
Yeah.
Because you make me feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Can I pay you to come be?
Yeah, that's what it was. And that's where I took comedy to work.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I would, just make them laugh. I've worked in the memory care, where half of them, not even half of them, all of them cannot leave that floor. There's a lock on the door. They got monitors on them.
They get lost.
So they get lost. Memory care. They lose their memory.
Yeah.
And, and I work the 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. shift. So when I get there at 10 p.m., they watching Netflix in the day room. They give them wine and shit. I used to be like, why the fuck are you giving them alcohol? But they be lit. And then I used to work with the ladies. So the ladies' side, there's 3-4 of them drunk as hell on the couch. They're like, are you taking us to bed? Dory, you forgot your hearing aid. And they're pushing themselves. Dory, you forgot your hearing aid. Dory just going. She don't, yes. And it's like, okay, yes. And don't forget your wine. Stephanie, darling, grab my bottle of wine. No, girl, you don't need the bottle.
Is that where you learned that accent was working with them?
Yes. That's
Yes.
And they're so funny.
I don't remember much, but I remember how to put my chin up.
Yes. And then they have brunches where they sit with their hats, and like when I would have to like, I'm their caregiver, and one of them didn't like the fact that I would wear scrubs. She's like, no, you have to wear normal clothes so people don't think that we need assistance. We want you to blend in like one of our friends. So they would introduce me to their little friends in the cafeteria as their friend. This is our friend Stephanie. Come join us for brunch. Were you ever? I'm still like, Lord Jesus, I need a blunt right now.
See, I can't. See, that's God bless people like you. See, because my thing though, I might have ended up in the right spot. Because the whole time you was talking, I'm sitting there, I'm like, how much did you get away with though? Because you tell me, like, if I worked where I work, and they had the symptom like, hey, they got the goldfish thing, 5 seconds, and it's a clean slate.
Yes.
Well, hey, somebody come in, Josiah didn't play bullshit. Here, smoke some crack. You don't forget in about 5 seconds.
No,
call me on that. So that's all I'm saying. Like, I would just be like, you know what? I can get away with it. They gonna forget in 5 seconds. So
since my shift was those hours,
yeah.
Once they go to bed, I can do whatever I want. So like
they
I can take as many breaks as I wanted to.
Why
so I would just go to the car. The most I just go to the car, get high.
See, does anybody get in trouble where you work at?
No,
because that's what I'm saying. If they don't remember, if they gonna forget.
And we had some fighters. We had this one lady that wanted to fight everybody.
Alzheimer's?
Yes, but when I came
I heard
up there,
they get violent.
She would not fight me.
Well, that's
she
racist.
Would just sit there and look. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I said that to
Caucasian, right?
Yes. I was
Hell
like,
yeah.
I said, does she not want to fight me because I'm black?
Hell yeah. she forget a lot, but she remember what she needs to.
Everybody, she rose hell with. And not just little, scratch you here. No, she's slapping the shit out of you, punching the fuck out of you.
She would
not move. But I'm like, hey, how you doing? You all right? Give me some water. Give her a little water. She has a little she has a little alarm on her bed. So when she gets out of bed, her alarm.
Did you tell her you from Africa too?
No, she wouldn't even talk.
Yes,
she would just go to bed.
Then
the other nurses of my shift were like, fuck, doesn't she fight you?
Yeah.
And then after like 3 weeks, I was like, girl, I figured it out. It's because I'm black. She ain't fucking with me because I'm black.
There's some sweet sides. There's some sweet sides of racism. There's a flip side.
I said, baby
to that
girl is like, no, this one might fight back.
Yeah. She knew.
I ain't gonna fight you back. I know how to dodge. Like that's one thing I love about being small. You know what I'm saying? Like I had one that would. Like she would want to fight, not fight, but she was so frail. She want to just hit you, so she would throw things. And then one day she threw a newspaper across the room. I was like, I did one of those matrix. I was like, phew, and that motherfucker passed. And I was like, whoa! I said yes. That army shit wasn't for nothing.
Yeah, she looked. She's like, God damn it, I missed. I gotta get another one. Where the classifieds?
Right. And I miss her though. I can't even shout out her name.
Oh yeah, can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay.
Hey, look, keeping that professionalism. Hey, I respect that.
Yes. What's your thoughts on well, you already told us you had COVID. So what's your thoughts on like the vaccine? And...
Look, so you got to talk with somebody else because look, really, this is my thing. Once you survive heroin, I ain't really too worried about COVID.
I know that's right.
Like I did heroin for 8 years. For me, again, it's not really. Am I gonna catch COVID? Yeah, I'm more like. I get to experience COVID. Like I should have been OD.
You're blessed.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like
my brother died after doing it one time.
Right. Oh, for real? Damn.
That's how he died.
IV?
I don't know.
Fuck.
I'm assuming so. I don't know.
Yeah. So I had
first time, and he killed him.
Yeah.
Because his drug of choice was cocaine, you know what I'm saying? Like, but he was one of those cocaine users that I didn't even know he was on cocaine until he told me he was on cocaine. Like, he was a car salesman.
Yeah.
And not any, regular car salesman. He worked at, like, the Mercedes and, Mercedes dealership. Yeah, like, he sold Audis, Like, his commissions were, like, $30,000 fucking dollars for the cars he would sell. He had these pink slips. Every car he sold, he kept them. Mm-hmm. When he passed away, and I went through all his shit, I found like hundreds of these pink slips. Yeah. So he was good at what he does. He was a very functional addict, But he went through this, dark time in his life, and this was 10 years ago, the 28th of January. Just made 10 years. And he was just having a hard time with, he was depressed, and I think it was just the drugs. Like I think he wanted to get away from it, but but he just didn't know how to, and he's successful in what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like he made a lot of money selling cars. You know, so I told him that night, I was like, hey, just come move in with me. I was in Tennessee at the time. I was like, come move in with me. I'll buy you a ticket in a couple of days. Just come move in with me. He's like, nah. I was like, dude, come on, just come on. He was like, all right. I'll get a ticket tomorrow. That night, after he hung up the phone with me, he called his girlfriend. He was like, I think I'm going to go move in with Steph. Just, I just need 6 months to just chill. And I was the only one that when I was around him, he wouldn't do coke. And I asked him, I'm like, why? He's like, because you put me in a mood where I don't need it.
You're an anchor for him.
Yes. Like, he called me the big sister, and I'm the little sister. I'm 4 years younger than him, you know what I'm saying? But
he felt stable enough around you where he didn't need certain things.
He didn't need to,
So, like, you were his anchor in a way.
And he got off the phone with me, called his girlfriend. He's like, I'm going to go look at stuff for a minute. I need time to chill. And she was like, okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And then his friend called him and was like, hey, I'm about to pick you up.
Yeah, got some get right.
And you were with that friend, and they both died. Yeah. 10 years ago. That was the saddest fucking day of my life. Yeah. I'm glad I can talk about it now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not always been easy, but like when you said that, like 8 years, you're blessed, because like
that's what
I always thought that, like, so that's why I don't do nothing but this. This is all I've ever tried in my life. Yeah. And because of that, I refuse to do anything else. Yeah. That's like that was almost like confirmation for me never to try anything. I had never tried anything else.
Those stories that let me know that that's where I was going. And so,
like first time, and and that changed my life forever, bro. Yeah. So I couldn't imagine your kid not having you around. So like you are blessed.
That's what I'm saying. So COVID. I get to
check, nigga.
That's what I'm saying, and I know it's not popular, but I'm saying anybody who's had close calls, life experiences. Granted, I ain't always like that. Yeah, COVID's a bitch to go through. Yes, like it had some symptoms, whatever the case may be. Am I gonna lose my peace over it? Nah, because if you not want to worry about COVID, just jump off a 10, 15 story building, and if you survive, COVID won't be shit. You'll be like, for some reason, I did something hella stupid one night. I just gotta make sure I don't do that for the rest of my life. As long as I don't do that, everything else is straight. So COVID right now, like that, and that's, I guess that's the upside of being like stupid and having some mental health issues, that's the upside, because like I don't need to really, like, it's my own 2 feet I'm gonna trip up on. Yeah. As long as I ain't tripping up on that shit, I'll take COVID.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah, I'll take COVID any day. And go back and deal with that shit 10 fucking years.
But I'll tell you though, it was interesting watching y'all motherfuckers deal with that, because for so long as a drug addict, people was telling me everything I need not doing, and they wouldn't understand just how much I was willing to do not to be sick. And then to watch y'all stealing toilet paper in an effort not to be sick, I was like, nah, welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. The rest of it. Y'all was tripping, man. Yeah, so people was tripping.
So we were looking like addicts.
Oh yeah, Y'all with the sanitizer. Y'all.
So we were looking like
no care about human life. You know how many people how many Christians
over for sanitize.
You know how many
That's
people?
That's crackhead tendencies right there.
I almost made a logo of like the crucifix, but putting that teddy bear Charmin on it, because that's what everybody was trusting in. They was trusting the toilet paper and Baby Johnson & Johnson. I was like, that's all. But I didn't judge. I understood. That's what fear does. I was like, hey, so you asked me about COVID. It was refreshing. It was refreshing. Because I learned wasn't nothing wrong with me. I was just scared. I was just going through a painful time. I didn't know what the hell to do next. And you know who taught me that? The general public. When I saw them acting the exact same way, I was like, oh shit. this might just be a human thing. So yeah, COVID refreshing. I'm sorry.
No, don't blame me, shit.
People gonna be.
I never had it yet.
You ain't?
No, none of us have had it yet.
Well, I mean, I don't know that. I mean, yeah. I honestly I wanted the antibodies. I'm wondering. For me, I've always done well.
Careful.
Yeah, that's yes, and that is the battle because I didn't know how my son was gonna respond, right? And
Cause y'all don't go anywhere with him, huh? Y'all take him out,
fuck yeah, we take him out. He ain't getting robbed. Not we do not.
Just be outside
so
that.
I do believe that you could live life so cautiously that you don't live at all, and so this is just the times, and I'll tell you this is how it goes. The chances of that boy being born and me being in existence are astronomical. When you think of all the forms of energy, a pigeon, a light, a meteor, and we manifested as something that has consciousness, that where we can acknowledge our own. I already hit the lotto then. So fuck it. If I go out and I get hit by a bus, at the very least, I wasn't manifested a pigeon. I did. I got to get hit by a bus. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's just crazy to think about. Because the way my energy could have manifested, it could have been some piece of carbon in space. Yeah. It could have been some supernova where it's just I got no awareness, and I got the blessing of having the awareness of my own existence. Yeah. Man, fuck. I'm gonna do my damnedest to have as many good, bad experiences just because the fuck I get to. Yeah, because that's for me. That's all it is. Because
that's the life. That's part of why.
To me, that's what it is.
You gotta experience.
Share with somebody else, and then they go off and they tra-la-la through their shit. But I ain't gonna sit here. COVID. What's up, COVID? I'm going to experience COVID because you know what? It's going to be a day when I'm shitting myself on some hospital bed where Stephanie, I got to fake friends with her. Bring the loud one over. Come here, dear. We're having brunch. And when it's that day, I'm going to be hoping for COVID. I'm going to be hoping that I would rather be back at home with my problematic kids. I'd rather have the shitty job that I do or don't like. Because it's going to be a day where I miss. Yeah. That's just the facts. Yeah. It's going to be... So bring it all.
Embrace all of the bad.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's... I don't know.
That's what that's on us. I'm just it is what it is. We're careful. We try to be careful as possible. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we're not going to just not live our lives.
Exactly. Because there's times where it's we should be careful, but...
we grew up in the 80s.
Yeah.
And the 90s.
Hey, man. We didn't survive. We survived the crack epidemic.
Yeah.
Bush Jr. What else we survived?
Went to Iraq.
Weapons of mass destruction that wasn't really there.
You know what I'm saying? Bullets I dodged over there by myself.
Yeah.
Alone.
So we survived all that already. Come on. So... I don't know. For me,
how many anthrax shots we got, nigga? Yeah. Just the fact that we survived all the
and then what was not just the anthrax, but what was they sending to people in the mail? It was the anthrax.
Yeah. That's why we were getting the shots, so in case they got some mail.
So fucking. Nigga. For me, it's just a point where it's you know what?
We were having hallucinations like a motherfucker after that too, but they were giving us all those fucking shots.
You survived that shit. So that's I know
we were guinea pigs.
I ain't gonna survive everything, but that's pretty much how I'm gonna take. There's gonna be hurdles. I ain't gonna survive everything, but you know what I can. It is, and you know what I get to, because the other thing is, would I rather be this or would I rather be some fucking ant that, or whatever other living thing, that doesn't have consciousness of its own being. I like this. I like this. It ain't gonna last for long, so I'll take whatever it is, the good, the bad, cancer or not, whatever.
Yeah, and I'm just now starting to tap into all that, energy and your chakras and meditation. Yeah. I'm still learning how to meditate. I can't meditate for more than 30 seconds. I'm still working on it.
Yeah, that's all it is.
I'm starting to work on that, be in tune with yourself and, affirmations and speaking things into existence. And I'm starting to learn all of that. And it's very interesting to me.
Yeah.
Very, very
keep on.
interesting.
So don't ever. I'll tell you, with me, I got. Don't ever think you perfected, because if it's working, what I learned from mine, when it's working, it's a cause for growth. It's a cause for change.
Oh yeah.
So then, with that cause for growth, the cause for change, those techniques then change.
Okay.
So the meditation then gets longer, or there's a different technique, or there's something that stops.
That's why I'm really struggling at, is meditating. I'm finding that I'm so, like, I have a million things going through my head, so I never, like, my mind is never peaceful.
I mean,
even
some
when I try
folks,
to go to sleep.
Some folks, you ever had a process go so fast where it's like you can't catch the thoughts?
Yes.
That could be a form as well. So somebody turned me on to that, because there's times where I got so emotionally elevated where, like, I feel thoughts, but it's just like spacey, and it just feels like, but you know what, I freeze, right? And somebody said, well, you can still have thoughts, but if it's to the point to where you can't translate them, or you actually feel the space, then that could be a form of meditating. And I didn't fucking know that. Because I always thought, oh, you need to clear your mind. You need to be quiet.
That's what I just thought. But you have to clear your mind.
Well, this gentleman pointed out, like, when I have high anxiety, it feels just like whoosh, and when I let it ride, it does in a way. It's a different form of space. It's not too comfortable. But I'll tell you like this, I'm not focused on one thought.
Okay.
And I think people who've experienced it know what I'm talking about. Because there's like the clear the mind where it's like content, but then there's like the overwhelming where it's just whoosh. You really can't focus on one thought, but everything feels like it's moving.
Yes.
And in that moment, when everything feels like it's moving, and I cannot keep one thought, if I just have awareness of that could be a form of meditation. Again, it's not comfortable, but it's just me being present, because that's what meditation is. It's just being present.
Present with your now.
Right. Okay. So and I always thought, oh, meditation means I need to be present. I need to be calm, at peace, right? And this gentleman turned me on. No, you can meditate while anxious. You know, and he's like, is there any? You ever felt overwhelmed? And he asked me that same question. Yeah. Many times I've been so pissed off.
Like, I've tried to lay on the floor. I put the sounds on and I'm laying there, and literally I'm thinking about all the things that I need to do.
Okay, so if you can, like, that's what he. So
like,
they say
10 seconds, I'm getting up like He's like, that was 10 seconds. I'm like, listen, that was long enough for me.
Then, so then the next thing is 15 seconds, but
that's what I'm saying. I cannot get past. I can't even get to a minute, really. It's overwhelming for me, because it's like, okay.
So when it gets
overwhelming,
supposed
to clear my mind, but I have so many things that I have to think about that I haven't even got to. Like, I go through thoughts, right? And there's things that I go through the day. When I go to bed, I process all of them.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Like, I'm like, there's thoughts in my mind that I ain't processed yet. I can't focus. I can't close my mind for 10 minutes. I got shit to process. So that's what's going on in my mind.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I gotta do laundry. I gotta wake these kids up. I gotta do their studies. I gotta write my shit for the interview.
I gotta use the computer to where it freezes, like where you start opening it and then it's just like, get to that point. And all I'm saying is, when you get to that point, because I ain't like, for me, it was a form. Getting to that point, when I get overwhelmed, that's usually a breaking point. And so and like how you said, I'm the same way. I gotta do this, and then this motherfucker did it, and then there just gets a point to where it's just like, to me, I didn't know, but that is a form of meditation. Because I'm able to stay present with my feeling to that point. This is the other thing that he told me while I was a benefit. I was having a hard time finding my balance because I'm trying to stay at one end of the spectrum. If I'm not willing to push myself to the other end of the spectrum, how can I find my balance?
Okay.
And so that's where he kind of started coaching me on, like anticipating some of this. He told me there's gonna be pain either way, whether I try to make a change or not. I'm gonna have the same old bullshit, or I'm gonna have some new bullshit. And if I want to try to find balance, and when it comes to me growing with my environment, then it might be a benefit for me to find the other end of the spectrum. So I know where I'm calm. I know when I'm cool, calm, and collected, right? But do I really know that other person, like when I'm not under the influence, you know, where my limits are at? Because if I don't know where my limits are at, and again, without something to ease me, I don't want to experience that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think anybody wants to. I don't want to get pushed to that limit and then not have anything to bring me back down. Because what if I lose it? What if I do something really bad? Nah, you'll want to see me like that.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, nobody else wants to, but maybe you should know about you when you like that. And then that's the thing, is like, well, then how do you expect to find balance?
Right.
You know, if you stay on one end of the seesaw and you ain't willing to go to the other end to see who you are, then how do you expect to find balance? And I was like, oh shit, damn.
Right.
So that's where with meditation, learn to quiet my mind, but also learn to sit with it so I can find that balance, right? And then I learned about the spectrum, you know. So that's why I came to believe in it before I even was good at it, because it made sense. I was like, that, you know, and also, you know, like I could resonate with being so overwhelmed. Also with grief, losing somebody. That's another part where like things sometimes move so fast where I can't collect the thought. This is moving. It's definitely things happening, but it's happening so fast. Like, what do I do? And then I'm just staring at the ceiling, you know, or like I'm fighting my eyes from welling up, and I don't know why I'm crying. I mean, I know I just lost somebody, but I don't know why I'm feeling this way, because I'm feeling this way. But in that moment, I can't recollect any of those thoughts. It's just happening.
Yeah.
And that's where I was taught, when I get to those overwhelming parts where things start to just happen, keep myself safe and let myself run through it, and I might be able to know how I am at the other end of the spectrum. You know, like that Marilyn Monroe quote: "If you don't deserve me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best," or something like that. It's kind of like practicing that with myself. Like, how am I going to expect to know my best when I don't know my worst? Exactly. Yeah. You know, and so. So with meditation, it made it more simpler, because now, okay, so even if I get so to where I can't like sit, which is, you know, or I'm just criticizing, like, man, this is some cheesy bull, like I can't. And then I get to that breaking point where I'm just like, I'm just breathing, I'm just like. Did it work? Nah, it didn't work. Yo, I'm just happy to be up. Okay, tell me what was the issue? I don't even know. It just didn't feel right. Can you recall anything? Nope. Okay, well, you were present with that at least. Okay, you know, and just being able to sit with myself in my own uncomfort, I didn't know was a benefit.
Yeah.
You know, so that helped with the idea of meditation. That even if I can clear my mind, cool. But even if it makes me uncomfortable, if I can sit with that, that's still a form of meditation. Okay. Because I'm being present with myself.
Okay.
You know, so hope that helps.
It does, because it's like, you know, just, you know what? Yeah, you have 50 million thoughts. At least you know that you do. Yeah, exactly. And they are going through your mind right now.
And then just do
just deal with it. Listen to these rain sounds and keep it going.
Yeah,
and that's
what
you know.
And then some folks, and that's, I think, for me, like I had my own experience with it, and everybody you talk to, I'm sure, with their meditation, they got different experiences. Mm-hmm. Some folks is like, hey, yo, the square breathing, the 4-7-8, that's my shit right there. You got other folks, hey, yo, the guided meditation, I don't know what it is about somebody with an accent, but it just put me
right. Yeah.
Like, everybody has their own experience, and I think in order to find that out, in order for me to find that out, I needed to have that uncomfort. Yeah. You know, I needed to have that bullshit. You know, like those breaking points where I was like, man, this. But then, you know what? It ain't so bad. You know, or very simply, this don't do shit for me. But I know I'm able to do it now.
Right.
You know, so.
New game.
Sorry, y'all.
Okay, this
started out so like. goofy and criminal, and then we on this path of self help.
But I think that's dope that we got some deep stuff. People need that.
I guess.
I didn't think I was going to talk about my brother. You know
Damn, my man.
No, you got me talking, but that's good. You got me talking about it. That's good. So it's all good. It's all good.
All right.
Like, yeah. He's on my hat right there. So he here. Yeah. He's on the front. And then, Trace Brothers on the other side. We just lost him last year.
Oh, John. Okay.
That's John and that's Nikki. Shout out to the
Shout
brothers.
out to John and Nikki. Oh, there we go.
Shout out to the brothers. To the brothers. Yes. So this game, you're supposed to drink or smoke, but you're doing neither. You're drinking some.
I just got.
It's dry January, so I love it.
Well, I mean, caffeine is still the.
Yeah, but that's what. Yeah, but you get to.
Still
answer.
counts as a drug,
okay.
alright?
I'll put it like this. Okay, if you don't want to answer, you just say I plead the fifth. But let's hope you don't have to plead the fifth. Okay?
Yeah, you good. Let's go.
Who is your worst comedian ever?
My worst comedian ever.
It could be somebody that local. It could be a celebrity. No matter.
Worst comedian ever.
We've been dropping names.
This is one of the ones where I'm gonna say it.
Oh, we've been petty. We've been petty.
And then when I get away, I'll be like, "That's the worst motherfucker."
Yeah, niggas been dropping names. Somebody said he dropped the planet.
I'm trying to think. Somebody, because there have been a few people that pissed me off. So I don't know his name, but he it's been a local dude at Laughs. This dude go up sloppy, and he wear a small t-shirt and jersey shorts. But because he's sloppy, his thing, he just up there like this, got his thing out, and I'm just like, this motherfucker is
dang.
Like,
yeah, that's kind of sloppy.
Yeah. So, but I'm trying to think like people. Worst comedian. And this is the part where I should drop names, but I'm not going to.
That's so nice.
I know.
Yeah. We've had some other
but you know what? I'll tell you.
A little less noise.
I'll tell you like this.
Drop names and a few insults.
Here's a characteristic of some of them. They always blame the audience. They're always like, oh, the audience wasn't filming. We used to talk about this.
Yeah, we talked about that.
So there's that one. What are some other ones?
Oh, we named a few of them, but...
Well, I'll name the characteristics. I'm sorry. So they always blame the audience. Damn, I used to do this. They laugh at their own shit. I used to laugh at my own shit. Y'all motherfucker ain't filthy. Like, motherfucker, that shit, yeah. But then, luckily, shame got to me to where, like, I started learning to read the audience. I was like, oh, shit, they ain't laughing. Because I'll be the one.
Okay.
And then just assholes. There's some that got the ego that just...
That's just right. They're good. They're really not.
And that's, what, more... Again, if that's what makes if that make them happy, in a way, I'm happy for you, because Lord knows, it's enough bullshit for a lot of us. So if your happiness comes at the expense of others, it ain't my thing. But you know what? Do what you need to do. Don't get pissed.
For real. Okay, what's the worst gift you've ever received?
Worst gift. Newports. Somebody. So we did what is it called? The white elephant. What's that shit called?
The white elephant.
Is that when you exchange at work?
Exchange, yes.
So somebody tried to be funny and was like, I got you Newports. I was like, I don't even smoke Newports. Oh my God. I was like, I was like, that's bad, man. We worked together for 3 years. I've been on smoke breaks with you. You think I smoke Newports? So it was just, it was lack of attention to detail. I was like, oh, no, I would try to be funny. No, you wasn't.
That's funny.
I mean, you was trying to be funny, but, you off mark.
Right.
It would have been nice if you would have got me the cigarettes that I did smoke, and then wrap them in a Newport thing. Yeah,
right.
so
that would have been the joke.
We know you like Camel. You like them Camel Crushes, and that ain't culturally appropriate for your people. So here's something I did for you. So you can fit in with your folk. You know what I'm saying? I got you your Camel Crushes. I slid them in the Newport. Hey, now you can go smoke on 36 and Park, no problem.
Exactly.
You ain't gotta worry about people. Hey, that Camel Crushes. You feel some power in those things.
Smoke them too,
Yo, that's uber menthol, honestly. And you know what? I felt kind of fancy when I put them in. I mean, I'm sorry, like there was some.
The best part,
you know, especially when you talking shit, some people like, "Hey, you hear this? Nah, hold on."
It's crushed bitch. Yeah.
Hey man, you need to watch how you talking to me.
Somebody gave Newports for my birthday too, but it was a carton.
Yeah, I don't like Newports.
Smoked heavy.
Newports, they got their logo look like the upside down Nike sign.
It is the upside down Nike sign. The fuck?
I'm like, that's like a dead brother right there. What they doing with that? I'm reading too deep into it, but
who's someone they should burn in hell?
You know what? I don't know. I honestly, like, I don't.
Yeah, that's a deep question for.
Yeah, I don't want that responsibility.
There's some people that's been, damn them all of them.
I'll tell you, look, with the shit that I did, like, I deserve to burn.
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that.
And so, I've done taboo. Look, just. There's shit that I know I would have a difficult time forgiving somebody else for if it was done to me.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, it's crazy to think about, man. Like, you know, cause like and granted, like I know you see something, you know, that seemed like solid or whatever. I'm telling you, straight up follower. Like I'm scared. I've been scared, you know, and I still sometimes get scared. And so, I say that to say this. You know, I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. People help me, right? There's people that help me to get to where I'm at.
Yeah.
Right? Because they saw I was going through it, right? Here's the thing though. So at the end of World War I, right? Germany, economic crisis. Right? And you know who pulled them out that?
Who?
Hitler. He came in, he wasn't saying kill Jews off the front end. Right? But he fixed their economy. Right? So I'm coming back from war. You know, my shit is fucked up and somebody do something to where I can start making money, right? I'm more valuable as a person. I put a life together, right? Mm-hmm. And then this person says, hey, your shit threatened, and it's them. I'm telling you, I'm the dude for, I did that shit. I fell for that shit in my life. There was people that told me certain things, and if I did certain things, my life would be better. If I did certain things to certain people, I would be okay. So in a way, I can't, even with the Nazis, I've been a Nazi. I've blamed other people and I went after other people because they were the root of my pain. You know what I'm saying? And so like if I did that now, I just believe for me, you would have put me at that time, I would have been the same motherfucker. Yeah. Just kill them all. You know, because they got me right. Yeah. You know? And so knowing that about myself, like I really can't say, you
That's
know.
That's respect though. What would you sell your soul for?
So I already did. Sorry. And it wasn't much. That's the thing. At least with some of these Nazis and some of these cultures, right? They were doing it for pride. They were doing it for people. I was doing it because I need to feel better. I cannot feel shit, I'll run up in their house, man. I don't give a fuck if they got kids. You know, like I need to get right. You know, I cannot take any more shorts. I did it for way less. That's the other reason why. You know, I did that shit for way less. So as far as I'm concerned, I may have already done that, and it was for a sense of comfort. It wasn't even for anything material. It wasn't for no sense of pride. It wasn't for family. It wasn't for anything, any blood or whatever. I would give it away if you could just tell me I could feel better. Yeah. I give it away just for a feeling, which I can't see or touch or nothing. So yeah, that's kind of like, if I end up burning, I kind of understand why. At least I'm feeling something.
Damn.
I get to feel these flames. That's all. The crack of my ass.
What's the last law you broke? plead the fifth.
I mean, if did I didn't mention anybody's names.
No.
That's hard, bro. Man, it's easy to break laws. I don't think people know how easy it is.
My common one is driving. I be breaking them driving laws all the time.
Speeding. You know what? Speeding. Yeah. Yep. That's what it is.
I did that today. Go to get your fruit platter.
Yep. I be speeding.
I was doing 60 on the trail.
Yeah. You know, when you look at the speed limit, it's people like us that caused it. It's probably one of our ancestors that went off and then like.
Right? Can you imagine when they had horse and carriage?
Yeah.
Did they have a damn speed limit then?
I don't know.
No, black people was like, get, motherfucker, get! We got to get the fuck up out of here.
I was, you know, you might be that person on the side of the person on the side of the road that would hear horses coming. They would look up and be like, "This motherfucker going way too." I'm the one, yeah. I'm the one that went past that motherfucker.
I'm on my horse too, right?
Yeah. I'm the reason why that motherfucker started looking up.
Yes.
Like, some of these motherfuckers.
That's my horse. I'm like, come on, nigga, we're running because we ain't supposed to be out here in these streets. Let's go.
Shit, I don't know, but yeah, I would say speed limit. Luckily, I'll tell you like this: even with all the shit that I've done, I've never been. I would hate to be the first. You know, that one motherfucker that fuck it up for everybody else. I never did. So luckily, my dumbassness ain't too innovative. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they be like, "Hey, why we got this law?" You know that motherfucker Josiah. So Josiah was trying to come up. He ended up going up and doing this, and now we can't have aerosol cans because this motherfucker thought he tried to collect it. And So now all aerosol cans got this safety thing because You know, I ain't been. You know, like, you know how like you know, like the motherfuckers that with the dusters, that motherfucker. Now it's like anybody that got dusters, it's like, damn man, like you can't just walk out the store.
That was the thing.
Oh yeah, man. I had a homeboy pass on that.
Dang.
Kind of funny story though. Larkin, love you dog. I'm about to tell this. So he was stuck on dusters for a while, and he ended up borrowing one of his friend's car, and as he pulling out, he take a and he crashed the truck, right? And it's in the neighborhood, so everybody come out pointing. You know, when you crash in the neighborhood and you doing something like sissy, you getting told on. Everybody know where you at. I mean, so he roll out the truck. Police show up, and they look, and the way with the speed and the way he crashed, they're like, "You're not intoxicated," and it was such a bad thing. They thought he was drunk or he had some mental stuff. So, and he starts catching on. He's like, "Yeah, I got some." He goes, "I think I might have had a seizure." He goes, "I've been having some." You know, and he's straight, and the police are buying it, right? Police are buying it.
Is he white?
Okay, of course he white. Okay, of course.
Because I try to say some mental shit. They go, "Look, bitch, come on now."
Yeah. Nah, they're gonna be like, "We know, but you don't get that slide."
Right.
You know, we been knowing y'all crazy. But anyway, so they sit him on the side of the thing, right? And they're pulling all the shit out the truck. He said they landed right beside him, like nothing, clothes, and then the aerosol come out, right? And he's sitting there, he's like, not handcuffed or anything, and he's just sitting there, and the cop's still going through. He said the cop jump in to search one of the seats. He grab it and he go, and the cop pop her head back out, and goes, "Now you're going to jail." He's just like,
he had to take one more damn hit.
He had to take another hit, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yo, so okay, it don't stop there. Oh God. You get down to Pima, right? And they doing his picture, and they do his picture, you know. And now in Pima County, is the wall where I take the picture, and the desk is like this far, you know, from right here to right here. Right. So from where he at, because he a taller, you know, Caucasian dude, he can see. They got a can of dust on the other side. So the dude take his picture, turn around, and he go over and he go, this CO look at me and goes, "What? Did you just, what? And he's like, "I'm so sorry." And they put his ass in the little, in the fishbowl is what they call it, where it's just him by himself. And they don't let him see the judge to fuck with him. You know, because they're like, now we got to do an incident report. You fucked up. You ain't seeing the judge. He said that it was just a cold room, but he was pretty sure they made it colder the sergeant come in and is like, "Hey, you the dumbass that huffing the duster earlier this morning." He goes, "Man, please just let me out." He goes, "I'll let you out. I'm hitting you with the felony, or you sit in here and you stay in this until you see the judge." He goes, "I'll stay in here." So he sat in that cold ass room until he saw the judge and acted right for that, and then got let out. But that's actually how he died, because then afterwards he went up to Phoenix. He was up in Phoenix for a while. From what it sounded like to me, he's coming out of Target. He took an extra, went unconscious, boom, face planted, and then just and that's how they found him, was out front of Target.
He was in his car?
He was, from what I heard, walking out of Target.
He didn't even make it to his car?
That boy would. So I mean, that's how it goes. I mean, lucky to experience that dude Larkins and shit, man. Like, showed me a lot of love when I first started working at Frog and Frickin'. But that, and I'll tell you like this. I know it sounds joking, but when he told me that story, he was laughing, and I was laughing just as much. Like when he was, like when he's acknowledging his own dumbassness, like, and just being. And so we come with me and him. We're comfortable about cultural talks. We acknowledge the differences. And just tell my thing was like, hey, you can fuck up being white, right? Like don't get it twisted. Like you teetering on a lot of
that motherfucker extended his privileges.
Yeah. Hey, the fact
that he was taking his mug shot.
Yeah. So
and I the shit on the other side and planned his. Like playing when he was taking the picture, like, all right, when I take this picture, I'm just gonna reach over there and just
he did
and execute.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I was like, yo, that felony, you want? Yeah, you in a society right now that is designed to help you succeed. Don't fuck that up, dog. Like at the very least, come on. Like it ain't beneficial to me, but I love the fuck out of you. Use that to your advantage, man. Like, so it's just
like that. Why would motherfucker give me passes?
Yeah, man. Because then you co-sign for motherfucker.
Yeah, whatever. Damn, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
What future shows you got going on?
Not a damn thing.
Oh.
I'm performing for my family. That's it. And wherever people will have me, that's it. You know what? And right now, like
y'all
straight
need
up,
to book Josiah, man. Y'all missed that.
Look,
like, hey.
I mean, no. Don't get me wrong. Okay, I take it back. I'm not performing. So at Harambe's with old boy, I can't forget. Who was the dude y'all did Gratitude Production? Fuck, I forgot his name.
Kenny.
Fucking name, Kenny. Yeah. But Kenny got me booked twice, but
okay.
it's one. They way out there. He talked about July or whatever, and.
Okay. Nice. Okay, so you got shows coming up in July then.
I mean,
okay.
That's like a half a year away. Let's see if I make it. That's like a hope. I got a hope for a show. 6 months. Come on now, all this shit. Working at a rehab, somebody might do me and be like, "Motherfucker, how you gonna discharge me? You the reason I'm homeless." Pop, pop. Hey, but yeah. Josiah ain't gonna make that show in July.
Oh fuck no! Don't say it.
I mean, so all I'm saying is just like right now, I go to whoever that's. I ain't really looking for shows. Like but don't get me wrong. Like I'm still writing jokes.
Okay.
So and that's the thing. Like, cause luckily I learned the craft. So like right now, this last holiday season, man, like I ain't never buying tamales from none of these Hispanic women no more. Yo, man, nothing that pisses me off more than look, man, when I see these little old withered ladies and they like tamale para $5, $12 para 5. First off, good price. It's a good price. A dozen for $5 plus. I got the authentic Mexican looking lady. Like I'm eat good, and I'm bringing it home to the lady. Like, babe, came up, found the tomato lady in Albertsons. You know what I'm saying? Happy. But then, y'all ever been shorted by the tamale lady?
No.
Oh my God, bro. Yo, when you open up them tamales and all it is Mexican cornbread and one slither, boy, I'll be back. Look, I'm telling you. Look, it happens. I go. So Albertsons right there on Speedway and Silverbell. If you ever catch me in there doing this, I'm straight up.
You're looking for the tamale.
I'm looking for that bitch, man. I'm looking, and it's not a good look, man. Well, I'm telling you, this past year, I done been shorted by so many tamale ladies. Look, so I'm gonna tell you like this: if them tamales, if they look like a brick, don't fucking trust them. But the thing is well, so they need to have this flat bottom and rounded top. I don't know if you can see, but the rounded top, that's when they good. But the cheap tamale ladies, they'll have the good masa, but they won't put shit in there, man. And I'm telling you, it's just man, like
you right about that tamale.
Fuck yeah, man. Yeah, shit. I'm trying to put it so it's like so imagine a real good like cornbread stuffing, right? So, but then you like, yo, let me get the cornbread, and I want my cornbread stuffed with that chili. Imagine somebody makes really good cornbread with chili stuffed in it, right? And then imagine you pay for that chili, but by the time you get back, it's just the cornbread. That's what I'm saying. These are some shiesty ass fucking tamale ladies, man. Like, and I'm not the one to play with. I didn't get sober and stop dealing dope to get overtaken by these tamale bitches, man. I'm serious. Like, you got my money, you better give me my meat, and I want them green olives too, man. And
the tamale ladies are taking
I'm telling you, man. And I feel insulted. You know what I'm saying? Because I fall for the look. You know, when you see an old tamale lady, you're like, oh shit, man. And she out here grinding, you know, so I feel like automatically, you know, we connect because we both hustlers.
Right.
You know, you out here in this heat, you know, it ain't even Christmas time and you still selling these tamales, girl. Fuck yeah. Come on, man. Like, they gotta be good. You know what I'm saying? If you got that kind of confidence, you know what I'm saying? That's like selling weed downtown in front of the parole station. You're like, I don't give a fuck. Well, I know this is where I'm about to get it off right here because this is that good shit. Motherfuckers gonna see me. They gonna smell this shit. And I got, man. I got me these small ladies, man. And that's the thing is like, I don't need to be out here finding these ones. But I tell you, every time I've got, I'm like, I'm about to slap me a Mexican bitch. And now, you know, like... Like, it ain't nothing against Mexicans, but it's against these shiesty ass Mexican tamales. I'm sorry, man, but so, whoo.
Damn. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, do you want to shout out anyone?
Hey man, like if you out here getting, like if you struggling, if you happy, if you not, just you know, shout out to everybody. You know, I don't.
Shout out to Kelly.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kelly because she's pregnant. She's pregnant. Baby number 2. I'm so excited for y'all. So excited. And she's been calling you too. I've been, you know. Like,
oh, you seen that? Yeah. Nah, she's been calling us.
Look, I'm a ninja over here. I pay some attention.
Really? She called because she like, hey, am I putting this motherfucker to sleep again tonight?
Right.
Really? You supposed to be home.
You're supposed to be home. This one's supposed to take this.
It's about to, this motherfucker. So.
But yeah, we're wrapping it up right now.
Nah,
you know,
she good. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, regardless, my family, your family, you know, I've been lucky enough. That's the thing, man. Is like I don't know how I get into, like how I meet people that I do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, we were talking about.
I don't even know that. Like, really, I mean, look, man. Like, I got a good role model of what it is to be like a family. You know, as far as how y'all two support one another. Like, I know if I ever get to the point where I'm like, yo, this bitch Kelly, man, she really tripping about. Hey, Stephanie Trey, let me holler at you, man. Hey, yo, man, how'd you get past that time when she had that bottle over your head, man? How'd you get past loving that? Cause yo, man, I'm about, yo, how did you gotta let me know, and don't give me that bullshit that hey, dog, relationship is work. You know, fuck that, cause I'm about to kill this one, dog. But the thing is like I'm lucky to have folks that I know who've been through some shit that get past it, and I don't know how it is we get put in, but that's what I'm saying. Like I do believe everybody got their strengths, everybody got their weaknesses.
Yeah.
And the only reason why is I'm just saying like I'm just lucky enough to experience it, you know, and so with everybody, like I feel like I've luckily for me, this shit ain't fair. If shit was fair, I won't be where I'm at right now. And so I give a damn about, you know, where you at just right now. We all get to, whether you're watching this or not, whether you at a show watching us or not, whether you care about us or not, yo, shout out to you, because I know what that's like, you know. Whether you my family or not, you know, shout out to you. You know, because I've been on them. Man, fuck them. I like this one. You know, so if you on the fuck you tip, I ain't happy until you miserable. Hey, shout out to you because I see you. You know, you ain't alone. If you on the kumbaya kind of just like, hey man, like it makes me happy to see other people. Yo, you too. You know, because like, and if you kind of in between and just don't know where the fuck you at, shout out to them people too. You know, so hey, I just. You know, nobody in specific. You know, the people that I love, they know who they are. You know, that's all it needs, and we don't need to shout each other out. We know what it is.
We know what it is.
That's it. You know, and so that's what. So for those people that don't get shout outs, I'm sorry I don't know your name, but this one's for you. You know what I'm saying? This right here. It's for you.
It's for you.
You know what I'm saying? So for those people that should get shout outs, feel like they got shorted. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like my wife Kelly. This one's for you. I'm just playing, baby.
So thank you.
Yes,
thank you for being here. Y'all go follow me on Facebook, Instagram. We're working on TikTok. We keep banning the bitch.
Yo, give it up for Trey too.
You know, give it up for my husband, my love. He's getting my shit done for me. Like, hey, this bitch should get you a tray. Not mine, man. Not mine though.
You over here working.
I'm gonna have to put you in the ground, but
you over here working.
A tray.
Man, got the shit fading in, fading out. You know, he over here trying to be polite and not make no. You ever see something? Like, yeah, man. Like, you gotta be so tense because he's trying to be quiet, and even when he ain't think so funny, he just.
Yes.
You working hard behind the scenes.
Thank you guys for watching. Have a good evening. Have a good morning. Have a good night. It's the Sessions with Stephanie.